Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently in this situation. We have a lot of stuff and too many vassals. That's not surprising. How much longer are we on our truce with this gentleman? That's something I would actually really like to check here. Let's find out. It's all of our allies. Truce. Here we go. 21 months. Okay, so not too much longer. I would like to potentially attack that guy, but we're truced to him. I would like to potentially attack this guy. We could do a seize all de jure lands. Are these claims any good? That was okay, I guess. So, given these options, I think this one would probably be our best bet. That would get us 3 counties that are not de jure ours, which is important. It's fairly expensive on the prestige, but I think we go ahead and do that. This is right by his capital here. I think we're going to raise up here. We're going to raise our men-at-arms. How many are we going to need? Honestly, our men-at-arms are probably going to be sufficient. I guess I'll raise up like 5,000 levy troops. That'll be fine. So we'll raise these guys on up. We're not going to need a ton of them. We do have a new diplomacy perk available here. They're walking towards us. How long on our men-at-arms? 30 days? They will arrive in... how long? Like 13? That's going to be real dicey. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab, I think, adaptive traditions, because I'd like to get down to flexible truces. I'm going to keep gathering here. Okay, he opted to pass. At this point, he can't get here in time. That's great. We're going to come over here and start slow sieging, and we're going to follow with our men-at-arms as soon as we can. Perfect. We are above our vassal limit. That's to be expected. So we'll see what his plan is here. If he comes south, we'll go attack him. Our player heir became a gray eminence, as expected. Our heir is unmarried, and honestly, we should probably not do matrilineal for our heir, but we should look for some decent traits here. Genius is nice. That'll do. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to group these together, and we'll finish this siege very quickly. They are coming south. Not as south as I'd hoped, but we can make our way over this way. They are locked in here. If we don't catch them, we'll see where they go. Looks like we are going to catch them. Perfect. So will that end the war? Probably not. Even if we stack wipe them, which I think we will. Yeah, that's a stack wipe, all right. Fantastic. Yeah, it's only 50% war score, as expected. We'll come up here and siege, and then their capital, and that should definitely end the war. Excellent. Everything is proceeding according to plan. Heresy has struck. No, we're not going to convert. Okay. So this fort here... oh, you are a jerk, sir. I'm going to send him a gift and demand his conversion back. Only a 56% chance. We'll see how that goes. He declined. We're actually going to go hit this hostile army over here because that'll get us a good amount of prestige back. There we go. That'll definitely be a stack wipe. Perfect. And I guess we may as well siege this as long as we're here. And then we'll head on over to Sorok. Our wound has healed. Great. That's all fine. We're at 90% war score right now. And we will attack over here. This should get us to 100% war score. How much are we getting per occupation? Yeah, this will get us to 100% war score. Fantastic. So we'll grab these 3 counties away from Ob. I don't think that will be enough to allow us to forced vassalize him, but it'll be close. Okay, there we go. We'll disband that. And this gentleman, of course, was the one who acquired that stuff. Perfect. So we can transfer that. There we go. 6 direct vassals. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but it's better than it was. So we're truced to this gentleman. We are truced to this gentleman. Are we truced to this guy? We're not. We could seize his de jure lands that we hold. Forced vassalization is actually something we could do too, and that's probably a better bet. We'll go ahead and do that. He has a grand total of 7,500 troops, so to that end, we will raise up, over here, our men-at-arms, plus somewhere around 5,000, actually 7,500 levy troops. I like to have it be like the same number of levy troops that he has of regular troops, plus our levy troops, I feel like is a good balance. Unless he has, like, a lot. Oh, I should actually stop this. I have twice as much. Unless he has a lot of troops, like 40,000, something like that, where our numbers for our men-at-arms aren't going to make a huge difference. But we will make our way in over here just as soon as we can, which will be soon-ish. 13 days. I'm going to send these guys into slow siege. I should have done that earlier. And the men-at-arms will follow along behind. Fantastic. So there we go. We have about 20k here. Unpressed claim. They can keep the title. So then we will, of course, come on over here and then make our way up into his proper territory. So that was 14%. Not too shabby. Once we have this guy under our control, we can probably forced vassalize all 5 of these, or all 6 of these, simultaneously. Which is going to be hilarious. So that's absolutely great. We are currently glorious in our level of splendor. And we'll make our way towards Fabled. That's actually pretty good. So we will finish this up over here. And yeah, we will definitely be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 simultaneous wars over here. Permia's too large for us to forced vassalize. So we'll have to do something different with them. That's okay. We've won this siege, and we're going to make our way around to there. We're at 21% war score. We see his armies down over here. Our friend died. And we'll just lose 59 stress. Perfect. And then we'll seclude ourselves. No, we'll not, actually. That's 150 prestige. We're going to flagellate. There we go. Excellent. And a successful wound treatment. Perfection. So we're completely okay with racing them in these sieges. Like, that's fine. We're very, very okay with this. We're going to make our way up here, stack wipe this tiny little army that's not a particularly threatening force. No worries whatsoever on that front. We're 36% in our war score, and we're just going to make our way over towards their capital. So I think we'll probably head here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Assuming we haven't won the war by then, which we may have. Okay, so that opinion is completely fine. We don't need to do anything about our new Realm Priest. Perfect. What is our Realm Priest doing? Religious relations. I don't actually need to fabricate. Let's convert faith right now. And we're just going to work on converting over here. How long will that actually take? Infinite time. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. Over here would be better, I guess. There we go. Yeah, it'll take 17 years. And we may pull off of that later on. In fact, we probably will. Because we'll probably want to put together some claims or something later. But we can come back to that. It's just something for our Realm Priest to do, really. We're at 50% war score right now. And we're heading on down over here. So that's 21%. Fascinating. So all we need, then, is 2 more sieges. Assuming that they don't succeed their siege before then, which they will. That's fine. They can do that. Yeah, that dropped it by 10%. Okay. Good to know. We're still solidly in the lead here, and we are just going to siege this down, and then we'll siege these 2. Nice and quick. 82%. Actually, we will succeed just from this one. Unless they have another one lined up, which they don't. So that's fine. So this will wrap up this war, and that will be perfect. That will, of course, get this guy into the fold. And he is going to be subjugated very shortly. There we go. We'll enforce those demands and disband those troops. This is all now our territory. Phenomenal. We'll go ahead and ransom our prisoners. That's 16 characters. And neighbors can be vassalized. Perfect. Low feudal obligations. Not even a religious exemption required. They would actually do it on normal. And so we shall. How many of those? Fantastic. That is absolutely wonderful. So yeah, that definitely got us some territory up here. No, I'm going to decline that feast invite. So this guy, even with a religious exemption, he wouldn't accept vassalization. So we're going to have to fight several of these. We do have flexible truces available, and we definitely take that. This guy we're no longer truced to, and we should do seize all de jure lands here, but that is expensive. 4270 to be precise. Can we create titles? Yes, we can. We can create this duchy, and so we shall. And that belongs to this gentleman, who is apparently blind. Okay. And we'll give him the Raj. Does he need to be converted? No, he does not. Fantastic. We can also create this kingdom over here. And that belongs to this gentleman, who we will grant the kingdom, and then demand conversion. 100% chance on that. And we'll grant off some vassals to rightful lieges. Magnificent. We're still 8 direct vassals above our vassal limit. It's not shocking. Not shocking at all. So how much more do we need to seize all de jure lands here? 4270. So we need a little under 1,000. Okay. We'll commission an epic. And we'll get a high chance of an exceptional epic. That will get us a decent chunk of prestige. It should focus on me and my destiny, of course. In fact, we should also be notified when that's available. There we go. Fantastic. So we're just saving up the prestige to be able to take this right now so that we can create all of this over here and hand this out correctly. Because you can see over here, there's a good number of vassals over here that we don't really want to directly hold. So that is a thing. That is certainly a thing. 150 prestige? Yes, please. So now we only need about 400 prestige. That's not too bad. That's like 4 months. Our prestige gain dropped quite dramatically, did it not? Perhaps because we haven't made the epic, because that expired. That's probably why. The epic probably... That buff expired, I think. Okay, just waiting at this point for more epic events. Any moment now. Okay. Yes, 75 more prestige. Magnificent. We're incredibly close now. And this is going fantastically. We have made dramatic progress here. And that's great. We're going to continue to work on... We're actually probably pretty close to Siberia, right? Oh, we're incredibly close to Tartaria. Either of these would get us there. I really wish this guy would accept this, but there's no way. We can't quite pull off a forced vassalization there either. Any good claims here? I mean, we only need one county, right? This would cost 525 prestige, though. I'm going to hold off on that. Storied innovations, huh? Okay. Sounds good. Because we can take this and then we can create the Persian Empire, which is functionally the same. We'll also be able to create Tartaria, of course, quite soon. And then we'll just be missing these 3 empires. And we have holdings in each of those, so we have a foothold. Fantastic. An excellent epic. And now we can declare on this gentleman. We're going to seize all de jure lands, unless we want to forced vassalize, but he holds too many counties for that. So we're just going to seize the de jure lands. We can't afford the cost. Oh, right, we need one more month tick here. 4270. Okay. You'll continue to serve me honorably. Come on, month tick. Any moment now. There we go. Okay. So we'll declare this war. This guy's upsetty at us, but we're not shocked by this. He has like 26k. So we're going to raise up our troops like here. We're going to raise men-at-arms, and we're going to raise our regular troops. And this will be about 30k regular troops that we'll raise up. He did just hire a holy order. Call it 35k regular troops. Okay. He's kind of walking towards us. Now he's walking away. Fair enough. Okay, we'll call that good. And our men-at-arms will be here in 17 days. We're going to wait for them. We don't want to fight these guys without our men-at-arms. A shady discussion, huh? Okay, that's fine. There we go. And we're going to immediately head up and take his capital. We'll see if he turns around and wants to fight. He's going to siege to crit. That's fine. That is completely okay. We don't actually care about our stress right now, so that's fine. Okay, we're going to come up here and fight this guy as soon as we take this capital, which will be momentarily. There we go. We're at 19% war score here. We're going to catch this force. He's going to start making his way on in. Are we going to stack wipe it before he arrives? No. Okay. So this is unlikely to be a stack wipe. In fact, it's not a stack wipe. He was able to get his troops here in time. But this is a victory, and a solid one at that. We're going to siege here. We're at 44% war score. 48% war score. Okay, he's heading off this direction. That's fine. I'm going to raise up more troops over here. We're going to finish this siege. We can host a feast, and so we shall. Welcome, friends. We did just finish promoting culture, and we should definitely continue working on that. There we go. We've won this siege, of course. And we are going to split off just our bombards. And we're going to send them over to here. And these lads, they are going to come down over this way. Now, we don't know exactly where those troops went, but we want to cut them off. Yes, I have done a great job, haven't I? We're going to raise up... Ooh, look at these guys. We're going to raise up about 10k here. This is good enough. We'll send them in over here. They're going to become part of our sieging force. Excellent. Okay, they're over here. River crossings make this slightly awkward. We'll catch this in here. There we go, and we'll group those guys together. Stack wipe this unit, of course. No problem there. And we're not going to slow siege. That's pointless. We're going to call a hunt. And we are going to make our way up over here. I want to cut these guys off up this direction. 9% chance of death will do that. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're going to try to cut them off over here then. We're just trying to control these river crossings right now, but it looks like we catch them here. That's great. We return home reinvigorated. We're going to continue our sieging up here. We're at 80% war score. This battle will likely end the war for us. Yeah, it should. It definitely should end this war. There we go. Fantastic. So look at all that. Wonderful. So we're currently 16 direct vassals above our vassal limit, which is a problem. We're also currently well above our domain limit, so we're going to grant these out to anyone except our player heir, is the idea here. Who is the correct religion and culture, of course. They have to be the correct religion and culture to get a title here. But they all are, so that's completely fine. All of them this high up on the list anyway. So we're going to grant these off, and we'll just do something along the lines of this. Only one more. There we go. So we now have 25 direct vassals above our limit. It's a problem. So we are going to create a few titles. We can change this man's contract, and we'll definitely do that. There we go. We can grant some vassals off to rightful lieges. That's a good start. We can create this duchy. And so we shall. And we'll grant that to this gentleman. He is the correct religion already. Okay. We can usurp a few titles. This is the kingdom level title over here. That's great. But we're going to hold off on that for the moment. We're going to usurp this emirate. Fantastic. That goes to this gentleman. There you go. Fantastic. We're now down to 18 direct vassals too high. We're going to grab this emirate. There we go. And that goes to this gentleman, who is the correct religion. 2 vassals will be transferred with it. Fantastic. So we're down to 16 too high. Baghdad, we will go ahead and usurp. And then that will go to this gentleman, who is the correct religion. Fantastic. And then we will usurp this emirate, which goes to this gentleman, who is also the correct religion. 2 vassals transfer with. We are down to 11 direct vassals too high. The Samarrid Emperate. Did I say Emperate? Oh my. It's an emirate, of course. And we'll grant it to this guy. 2 vassals transfer with. 9 direct vassals too high. 1 more emirate here. And that will go to this person, who is perhaps... Oh, they're the right religion. Okay, perfect. Which means that we are 9 direct vassals too high. Good. That's a good start. Next, we're going to usurp... Let's see here. This is the Sultanate of Jazeera. So we'll go ahead and usurp that one. And that de jure belongs where? Like, no, seriously. What's the de jure capital here? Mosul. Which is not within it. I see. Okay. So we'll give it to, I don't know, maybe like this guy. That'll be fine. 2 vassals will go with. Fantastic. Still 9, though, unfortunately. We can transfer this Raja in, and that will be helpful. 8 direct vassals. Perfect. And now we can usurp this sultanate, which will be a much more powerful sultanate, of course. And that goes to our nephew here. And let's see here. We need to grant him the Kingdom of Mesopotamia. 6 vassals go with. And we can transfer this caliph in. There we go. So that brings us to 1 direct vassal above our vassal limit of 60. That's much, much better. It's not perfect, but it is better. Now, we don't actually care about Samarid here. Apparently his realm is remote from ours? What? I'm going to let that tick forward a little bit. Okay, so 168 there. Yeah, he just straight up won't accept. We can attempt to negotiate a release here, but we don't have a way to, like, accept vassalization with that, unfortunately. I wish we did. That would be hilarious. But alas, no such luck. Let's just toss him a gift and see if that changes anything. It doesn't. I'm not shocked by that. We don't actually necessarily care about this guy or this guy. They are both de jure part of the Byzantine Empire, and we don't actually care at all about the Byzantine Empire. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will work on getting Tataria, Siberia, Volga-Ural, and Khazaria. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. That was our primary wife. You know what? Let's just fix that real quick. Okay. There we go, and we'll make her our primary spouse. Perfect. And then she will be on managed domain. Only to 11. Yikes. We actually have to hand one of these out, and it will be this one. Okay. Problem solved. See you all next time.